Hey guys, welcome back to Hood's Custom Shop. So guys, we may have somebody coming by here whenever to do a little bus tour and stuff and hang out, and I got some stuff to send with them. Uh, it's gonna be pretty darn cool if they get to stop by. So I don't wanna count my eggs before they are laid, so to speak. But it got me to thinking, you know what? I really need to clean the bus up. I really do. You can't even come in through the front door right now. All right, because I just got so much stuff in here, like building materials. Like, look at this. This right here, this piece of plywood is what I usually put up across here at night to block out the light and everything from cars going by. But I'm going to start. I just cut this piece of insulation. I'm just going to start putting up insulation pieces like that in each one of these windows to block them out. I did have enough of them cut. I don't know where they're all at. They might be down underneath the sink. I mean, look at this. I got so much stuff underneath the sink. I can't even build my cabinets out, right? I can't even finish this job because of all the clutter. Like, look at this. We got this test piece right here for the foam. Oh, by the way, let me show you guys how that turned out. We got two little test things right here because we wanted to see if the insulation was setting up in the ceiling. Now, we know it's setting up. Check this out. So I put some of that insulation inside a Ziploc bag. As you can see, I just left the top of it open a little bit right here so it could get a little air to it. Now, I didn't have it open the whole time, and so some of it set for a good while, and it kind of re-liquefied a little bit of it, and it pulled up right there, which that right there, it did set up. It is as hard as a rock. There's no liquid in there. Everything did set up. Not exactly how I would have liked, but it did set up. All right, so we do have an R value of some sort right there, okay? It's probably not exactly how you would want it, but it did work. And this right here, it set up hard as a rock too, okay? And the only air it could get to it was through that little hole and that little hole right there that I drilled in it. That's where we injected the spray foam in there along with the Pink Panther insulation. It is 2 inches thick, just like your standard roof gap in your ceiling of any bus. I don't know if any buses are thinner than that or not, but that's what mine is. I checked it by actually pulling this little thing right here down. I pulled all the screws out, and then I insulated inside here because there's actually a framework that goes around this. There's a bar that goes right here and a bar like right over here. Okay, so then I spray foam that. I needed to do that on the back one, but I built a wall, and the wall is actually up against that, so I'm just gonna have to like drill some little holes in there and inject some foam in there. Now that I know that it will actually set up in there, that's not a big issue. Now, another thing I found out is that there is an injection spray foam out there that's meant specifically for this type of application. I just don't have the money yet to buy it, so I haven't got it, right? And that's what I'm going to end up getting to do the rest of the ceiling panels on down. The silver insulation, like what I have right here, this stuff that's on the roof, this Poly Pro, that stuff right there is all coming down, okay? It's all coming down, so that way I have the original metal roof like this right here. Guys, I can feel this right here. We got the AC running inside, and this right here, it feels like it's about 75 degrees. All right, it's over 100 degrees outside right now, over 100. And inside the bus, well, I got a thermometer right here. Look at that. That is the temperature inside the bus, about 81, maybe 82 degrees inside the bus, and we are well over 100. It's like 104 right now outside. It's crazy hot. That's why I'm inside the bus and not doing stuff outside. And check this out. I wanted to show you guys this. So I was over here cleaning up, and I was like, well, I need to open this up and see, you know, if there's any foam behind there, because we had some foam had trickled down underneath here, and I knocked it off of there. And I was like, that means foam probably came down through there, and I'm hoping it didn't jam up the doors, because that's going to be a big pain. And if I have someone coming out here to check out the bus and see what I've done on my build before they, you know, finish building out their build, then You know, I would like for them to be able to come in through the front door instead of the back door like I do all the time, right? So it needs to be working, and I was like, well, I could put this insulation in there because I have no other real use for it, because that was for the test piece, which I don't really need to do the test piece anymore. That needs to go out of the bus and be like probably thrown away. Because if I do another test piece, I'm just going to get like a whole new setup, right? And I'll be using totally different foam, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to get the foam, and I'm going to foam the ceiling instead of wasting it on the test piece, because in order to get that, it's a 2-part foam. It actually comes in 2 big cans. It's not the spray foam. It's exactly the same setup, but it's a different formulation. It's meant just for like cavity filling, not for like filling in gaps, whatever. It's meant to be injected into a like sealed area and set up in there the way it's supposed to. I can't even believe like there's actually something out there meant exactly for that. Wow. Why didn't I do my homework first? Anyway, so when I get that stuff, I will definitely be showing you guys. But anyways, I took this off. I actually had to get the crowbar and a mallet, and you can see it ripped off some over here, but that is solid. I mean, that's a solid punch right there. Like, that right there knocked most people on their butt if I punched them like that. That is solid as can be. Here, let's punch the bust some more. Bam, and a straight jab. Bam, bam, bam. I'm getting a little mean there. Letting out some frustration I didn't know I had. But anyways, so yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have to tear this out. I did not really plan on there being foam right there that deep. Now I probably will put foam in there across here, but not like that. I was actually planning on kind of framing that out and being able to put some stuff in here, not being just like a little cubby hole to, you know, put stuff. But, wow, it is. I injected it right here, and it just obviously it went right there. So here is the insulation that is in the bus. So right there it is. You can see kind of how thick that stuff is. It's not very thick, and it's not very good. Okay, it's probably not even as good as this stuff right here. I think this is actually probably thicker than that. I don't know. And I can't believe I just touched that Pink Panther stuff. I don't know if this right here is fiberglass. It might be. I've never noticed it making me itch, but that stuff right there is evil. I hate touching it. I get it on my hand. Eventually I'm going to touch my face. My eyes are going to be like all red and puffy. That's just what happens every time I touch that insulation. I hate it. And this stuff right here, that Silverback Polypro whatever styrofoam, when you cut it, the little white BBs, like you just can't even have a razor blade sharp enough to cut it and not end up with this right here. These little foam BBs all over the bus, everywhere. I mean, it's bad enough that I've got like trash down here. I was, you know, a little trash bag. I've been picking up stuff, and I got my wiring right here. Like, there's my hammock right there, my G-lock box. No, there's no G-lock in there. That's just the empty box. Let's see, like tools and stuff. Like, what is this? My that's my pew pew cleaner kit right there. Wow, I didn't even know where that was. Now I do. We got like random like box of bolts. That's where my paint thinner is, or my yeah, paint thinner. Yeah, that's not the what not what I'm looking for. But now I know where that is. I was actually looking for the other stuff, mineral spirits. Anyways, it's probably up here somewhere. Yeah, another light, like a little lamp right there. Little lamp. We got that little lamp. Like, I don't need that stuff in the bus anymore. I've got that big ring light right there that has been running literally pretty much non-stop for months and months now. Like, sometimes I get up, get ready for work, and I turn that on. Sometimes it stays on all night, okay? But I'll turn it on, and then I end up leaving for work, and I don't come back till the next day, and it's still on. So it has gotten many hours of use, and it's still like look, it's on high, right? This is just a Vivitar from Walmart. You can change it to like cool blue or warm like that. You can adjust the temperature like however you want. I kind of like that right there, so it's kind of like the sun. It's nice and warm, but not like too warm and not too cool. Anyways, just thought I'd share all this with you. I need to get the bus cleaned up, and one project I want to work on is getting the curtain part built. Like, I've got some framing to do up here in the front of the bus, so that way I can hang this track. So that's the flexible track for the curtain that's going to go around here. Okay, so we have this, right? We got this we can mount the track to, and then we have that we can mount the track to. I'm gonna have to probably move the little visor thing that flips down, possibly, I don't know, and then, or maybe it'll probably go up in front of that, so it'll go around through there. But then we get over here, right here, there's nothing there to hang the track on, per se. So what I need to do is I need to create some kind of little shelf thing here, so I have the bottom piece to hang the track on, so I can have a curtain that just goes all the way around. Easy peasy, right? I'm kind of thinking maybe having two curtains on that, so that they basically, just like in my semi truck, you have a curtain that pulls around halfway to the middle of the windshield, and then one from this side, right? Or should I do it like that, or should I just have it maybe come over here and bunch up on this side? I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. I can guarantee you that. The main thing is I got to get a track installed around this, okay? I don't know if I want it to be like, I'll probably just have it like one half over here to the middle, and then the other one over here, because when you're in and out of the bus, like, you're probably just going to pull that curtain like over this way, or just leave this one open or something so you can kind of see out or whatever. I don't know. I like the option of having just a half, so you can still leave like this curtain pulled, okay, to the middle right there, and this one right here you can open it up halfway or whatever, or you can just open the whole thing. Options, right? You always want to have options. We also got to figure out what we're going to do with the security camera. I don't know if that is like weatherproof or not, because if it is, I might try to see if I can mount that on the back end of the bus, and then just be able to hook up the RCAs to that, and then have RCAs coming all the way up here to the front, and just plug that into a little screen, right? I'm pretty sure I can get a screen that just, you plug in RCA jacks to it and it's going to show you the picture, right? Should, I hope. Or I'll just have to get a backup camera, right? But I was kind of thinking, it's a pretty good camera. It's wide angle and everything, like, works pretty good. If it is weatherproof, I'd like to just use it and just buy a screen. You know, maybe I can buy just an aftermarket screen, or like a used one or something. Plug it in. I don't know. I don't even know where the box is. There was a box in there that had the SD card in it. Did I leave that in here? Like, here's the RCAs, right? You got power, and then video, audio, and then you got this, which, oh, I think that's the box. Yeah, there's the box. So this is the recorder right here, right? It's not recording right now, but anyway, that's the recorder, and it's not plugged in. I actually unplugged them, and I took the SD card out. I can use that as a security camera, right? And I don't know that I actually want to take this out because I know it works. And every time I turn the key on, that thing starts recording. There's also a black box down here. It's like beside the driver's seat right now. It was behind it. There's a black box that's like a flight recorder type thing. It records like your engine RPMs, like your road speed, time of day, like everything. It records it for years and years. I was looking at some of the information that was on that SD card, and it like shows like when the vehicle was started, how long it run for, how many miles it ran, what speeds it was doing. Like, it shows everything. And it also shows the footage on the cameras, like from years ago. Years and years of footage of like the bus driver like picking up kids and delivering kids. Like, that's crazy how much was on that SD card. But yeah, I could possibly find out when the accident happened that caused the fender damage back there on the back. But I've not had the time to go through all that footage because it's like literally 365 days a year, just about, or that, you know, something like that, that they ran this bus. They like started it up, and or maybe the bus barn guy would start it up and take it in for maintenance or something. So it like recorded everything every time that key was turned on. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff, right? And I'm gonna just sit here and keep rambling if I don't stop. But yeah, there's so much stuff in here. I've got to start cleaning the bus out. There's too much stuff in here. Like, look at this. Look. Take a look at that. I got bread up here. I've got bagels up here because my counter over here is just really not big enough. Like, seriously, bread over in my workstation. I still have an egg in here that I need to put back in the refrigerator. Here's my little mini fridge. We've got some granola, yogurt, lunch meat, cheese, which I got to stay away from the lunch meat. There's too much salt in it. Like, here is literally a cran mango ocean spray bottle that I just emptied. I need to... See, I dropped it over there. Look, the trash is full. I got my 40 amp MPPT charge controller box right there. It's been in the bus like for months now. Stuff I haven't thrown away, right? Look, we got tuna creations, we got potatoes. It's probably going to start growing here before long. I got some, what is that, lemonade mix stuff right there. A stopwatch, my beard trimmer, that's how I shave. Batteries, charger to my drone. Chargers. Yeah, this stuff has a place up here, like this little battery pack for my phone, my box knife thing, my knife sharpener, a game cam that's like supposed to be set up right now, but I don't have it set up because I'm too lazy. A little bandana right here. I was going to create a fun character, and yeah, haven't done it yet. I need to do that. It's gonna be funny. Be like the hillbilly woodsman, like backwoods style. I don't know. It was gonna be pretty funny, I think. But yeah, like, okay, look, I got Q-tips right here. Like, easy, like, I'm sitting here editing and my Q-tips are right there. I've been having some ear problems here lately. I got some ear drops and got that taken care of. So, taken care of. Is it taken care of? Taken care of. But yeah, like, my caulking gun up here, camera gear, my blood pressure monitor thing, my drone. Look, check this out. Like, this ginormous random padlock, my little chair right here that just fell over. Like, holy cow, that scared the crap out of me. And now I'm knocking over my tripod. Can you guys see, like, just how quickly everything can fall apart in here? Like, just, it can just start with like a chair falling over, and it's like a huge domino effect. The entire freaking world just like splits at the seams, explodes, and it's suddenly like Armageddon, like just like that. Holy crap. I'm feeling a little sick today, so it might be a little weird, a little wacky. Check this out. Potatoes that are literally growing in the bag. These belong in the garden now, not in the kitchen. Here's another one. I forgot about these. Look, little baby reds. These are so delicious. Why have I not eaten these? And they're growing. Those belong in the garden, not in the bus. Oh, check this out. I got to show you guys this. Typical dishes, right? But this right here, this bowl, all right, this is I think it's Rubbermaid. I don't know. No, it's Tefal. Check it out. Tefal. Right? This bowl, guys, you don't even know like how special this bowl is to me. I've had this bowl, well, over 6 years. I had this bowl in my semi-truck the whole time I owned my semi-truck. When I bought my semi-truck, I bought this bowl. I've had it ever since. And this bowl right here, it's like a bottom weighted bowl. So if you was to do that right there, it just simply does not like stay fold over. And now it does. So anyways, it's not supposed to tip over, and yet it does. Anyways, it's a bottom weighted bowl, and this bowl right here is actually how I used to take my baths in the truck. This is my old bathtub. That's right, this is my old bathtub from my semi truck. I had a 36-inch sleeper truck, and so quite literally, like, I could probably fit, I don't even know, this is 30 feet behind, from behind the driver's seat to the very back door is 30 feet. From bumper to bumper right now, before I extend the bumper on the back, it's 38 feet, okay? So 30 foot in here, and I used to live in 36, so like take 30 feet divided by 36 inches, whatever that is, so 3 feet, blah, 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 whatever. I can't do the math in my head, but I used to live in a 36-inch sleeper, 36 inches behind the seat. So guys, that is like, look, here's the seat right here. When I laid in my bed, it was like me standing right here, okay? I could put my elbow out and touch the back of my front seat, okay? And then over here was the back wall of the semi-truck. So the space I lived in, just picture, there's like a line right here. Right here, guys. That's about the size of what I lived in. 36 inches. I had a microwave, washing machine, which I can show you the washing machine. It's right back here. That's the washing machine that took the place of my driver's seat. So right here where the front door is, that's where the washing machine would have went. But my cab wasn't even as wide as this bus cab. This bus cab is like huge, okay? So figure, put a wall right here, okay? And then put a wall about right here. Right about where that right there is. That'd be where the side door is. Put the wash machine right there. A little mini fridge right here. You had just enough room to walk beside the mini fridge to get through there. It was crazy. It's crazy. That's how I lived for a long time. And then I see people like living in vans and they're complaining about how small it is. I'm like, I lived in a semi truck that was 36 inches wide of a sleeper, like sideways, 36 inches, and it wasn't even tall enough for me to stand up in. I had to, like in the sleeper you couldn't stand up at all because there was a bed, but in the cab the roof was right here like that. I had to be bent down like this in order to stand up and straighten up my legs inside that truck. So anyways, I just thought I'd throw that in there for you. And some of you might be wondering, like, how I'm keeping it cool in here. Like that right there. I have Reflectix all the way from the front, rolled, like continuous roll, all the way to right here. And it's just tucked up in behind the little curtain rod things right there. And what I did for curtain rods is these little things came out from underneath the bus. That's what the wiring loom and the hoses for the AC that went to the back of the bus. They were held up underneath the bus with this, like went all the way from the front to the back. So I got all kinds of these, and then I just got some 1-inch Schedule 80, I think, PVC, and that is my curtain rod. Works pretty good. I'll probably change that one day. I'll upgrade it to some more expensive, nicer looking, like copper piping. Probably raise it up a little bit higher. I don't know. We've got to get some shelving put in here. So I'm going to have like shelving pretty much on, well, I know I'm going to have shelving from the edge of this table on back. And then up here, I'm still kind of planning on putting like a futon, little sofa thing here. And maybe if there's enough room, I don't know if there's enough room here, I might end up putting a jump seat over here in case there's someone that is riding with me or something. Or just a place to sit. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking just a couch and then like a little bookend or something kind of thing right there, an armrest. And then the sink right here is actually going to go this way a little bit. I just have it pushed down as far as it'll go right now. But I drilled the hole right here, and I think this wall is going to go right up against that hole where the drain goes through. I may end up moving it further though. I don't know. So anyways, this right here, this cabinet is going out of here, and I don't like it anyways. It's going out, right? So this right here will be moved down, and then what I'm thinking is putting a love seat right here. Just a little spot where maybe 2 people can sit or whatever, and have like a little kind of swing around table or something set up right there. And I will also try to incorporate where I can have more countertop over top of that whenever it's not being used as seating. Whenever I'm in here by myself, I'll just be able to like have a countertop that like can kind of fold down or whatever. And then of course that means the sink, this cabinet thing right here, is going to scoot down at least to this window line right here, maybe further. And then over here, like this is where the kitchen stove would be, and then right here is where the wood burning stove is going to be, because it's going to go through the roof. The stovepipe is going through the roof right in this general area right here, because we have a rib right here and we have a roof rib right here. So this is the general area about where the chimney is going to go up through the roof of the bus for the wood burning stove. And so we're going to have the stove, the cook stove, is going to be pretty much like just right here next to it, and then we're going to have like, counter space, this the sink and everything. So I think what's possibly going to happen is I'm going to have to move the drain hole for the sink. Yeah, things change, it's what's going to happen. You build out a bus, things are going to change. They don't always go exactly to plan how you want, unless it's like the second or third or fourth or fifth bus that you've built. So you're going to redo things. Just, it's inevitable, right? You'll think you want it this way or that way, and then as time goes on in your building, things change, right? And you're like, oh, well, it'd be better if I did this. And that's, the plus side of living in your bus is because you get to learn these things. I wish I was actually like able to take the bus on trips right now, but I can't. We got to do like some engine work on it. It's just the fuel pump, get that replaced. That way it doesn't have any hard time starting up. There could be an issue with the glow plugs too, like, kicking on. It's probably a relay or something. I don't even know if there is an issue with that, but I do know we have a fuel bleed off issue. Whenever it sits like overnight or something, it does not really want to start back up. So I have a fuel pump for that, and I will be changing that out. but I gotta wait for it to start to cool off a little bit. And the crazy thing is, it's probably not just going to start to cool off. It's probably going to go from 120 degrees every day to like minus 15, like overnight, because that's Missouri for you, and Oklahoma. Just like the entire Midwest is just crazy like that. Like one day it's spring, summer, and fall, and winter mixed in at the end of the day. That's the way it is. So anyways, yeah, I think that should do it for a little update on the bus. It's a mess in here. It is a total mess. I mean, look at this. Look. My clippers. I need drawers. I need drawers. I need a place to put things, right? So another thing I was looking at, right here, this little cubby right here, I need like some drawers. I need like 2 drawers here, okay? I don't need them over here. I need them right here. And where I sit, right here, I think there's enough room. Yeah, I could put maybe a small drawer right here, or something like a little slide out thing right here. So I can like be sitting here and slide it out for the keyboard. I don't know, maybe I could have a keyboard there. Maybe I could have like a desktop computer one day sitting here and like mount it in the bus. I don't know. I kind of like laptops because they're just so portable, and you don't have to like leave them in one spot. You can take it with you or whatever. So kind of like laptops. Am I done rambling yet? Anyways, then I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a refrigerator. I seen the Iceco refrigerator that Chrome at Van City Van Life got. It's nice and everything. I just don't know if it's what I want to get. I kind of want to get a classic kind of refrigerator that's like the same color as the bus, like the same color as this ice machine right here, or like the same color as my bathtub. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I know that there's a Bus Life lady out there, Earth to Chrissy, I think is the name of her channel. I think I seen her refrigerator on like the last video she did. Like I just had seen it at a glance, I think, and I think it said Galanz, Galanz or something like that on it. I think it was her channel I seen that on. And so I seen that and I was like, oh, that's the fridge. That's the one I want to get. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look that up and see maybe if she has a video out where she got that fridge or whatever. See where she got it. Maybe she'll have a link out there or something like that, because that's pretty much like the exact fridge I want to get. But I also need to figure out, is that a 110 volt or 120 volt, or is it like 12 volt? So I really want to get a 12 volt one. But at the same time, I've been having issues with my 12 volt system coming out of my MPPT charge controller. I have a junction box coming from that runs my diesel heater and the water pump. And at one point, I was actually running a 12 volt cooler off of it. And running all of that stuff, that cooler was it was drawing like 40 watts, 50 watts, something like that. So it was a pretty big drain. And that was the only time I had issues with that 12 volt system kicking off, was when that cooler was drawing so much power, and then I would have the diesel heater on and then kick on the shower or the bathtub pump, filling up water, either in the bathtub or the sink. And because it's on demand, it's always on. I can turn it off. I have a switch where I can turn it off, but when I would turn that on and everything else was running, it would kick the system and shut it down, and it would automatically reset by itself. And it was actually the 12 volt power coming out of the charge controller. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I need to just hook up directly to the batteries to the 12 volt thing, so I don't have to worry about that. Or when I get a refrigerator, just hook that one straight to the batteries, so I don't have to worry about it, and just let it, let it pull power off of the batteries rather than through the charge controller. I mean, it's kind of cool with the charge controller because it knows how much power you use through that charge controller. But like if you're using the inverter, which is hooked directly to the batteries, it doesn't account for, or it does not keep record of how much power you used through the inverter. So I mean, that kind of messes with things, but it doesn't really. It's not a big deal. So anyways, I need to stop rambling because I need to get some stuff done today. So guys, we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, bye.